Hi, and welcome back to the Lisa Nichols Show, where we share the tools and techniques that we all need to live the life that we want to achieve, to have the dreams turn into realities, and to live a life experience that we're proud of, happy to talk about, excited to share with other people. I love your comments. I love when you engage with each other and with me. I love to see your BOL. And if you're new, BOL means breakthrough out loud. It means aha. I love to see your Yana. You are not alone. YANA. To let me know that I'm not the only one dealing with that. So please keep your engagement high. Keep commenting with each other and with me. In this episode, I get to answer the question, Lisa, how do I cut the chains, shackled to blame, shame, guilt, and regret that I've had from the past? How do I move forward and let go of the things holding me back? Oh, I think this is one of my biggest topics that I had to have huge strides in. I can remember 25 years ago. Yeah, I can still remember that. When I was so riddled with shame, I had gotten into a relationship that I thought was the one. We even got engaged. My son was 3 years old. Jelani was 3 years old. And 5 months from the wedding, my fiance became abusive. Mentally, verbally, and physically. I navigated myself out of the relationship physically. I got Jelani and myself to safety. But man, the guilt, the shame, the anger at Lisa. And so when we talk about moving forward, I just believe that in order to powerfully move forward, you cannot hold yourself hostage to old actions, old experiences. And man, was I holding myself hostage. I felt like, Lisa, you put yourself in danger, and that's one thing. But oh my God, you put your 3-year-old son in danger as well. That, if holding myself, putting myself in danger consumed a corner of my energy, putting Jelani in danger consumed a block of my energy. I knew that I couldn't create anything in my future living with this guilt, this shame, this blame, this anger. And so I began to do something super important that I recommend to every single one of my students when we go deep, when we deep dive into work. And that's the importance of mirror work. The importance of mirror work is key because you spend so much time showing up for other people, doing for other people, but the only time you can really spend with yourself and for yourself is when you get in a mirror. And so often we're dutiful. We're in the mirror, brushing our teeth, combing our hair, ladies putting on our makeup or doing whatever we're doing, and then we go. And that's the only time with self. We may spend some time being still and meditating and breathing, but for the most part, we're busy, being busy, being busy, being busy. Raise your hand, even if I can't see you right now, just raise your hand if you know you're busy, being busy, being busy, 2 hands. If you're super busy and always busy, yes, I know, I can see that, yeah. And I believe that I know I was trying to outperform my past. Meaning, if I can get these things really done, I can prove it to them that I'm not crazy. I can prove it to them that I'm not a slacker. I can prove it to them. But most of all, I can prove it to myself that I'm worthy of a second chance, a third chance. And that's why it's important to get in the mirror. Because in the mirror, you just become confronted with who you are. But there's a way to do it. You want to write this down. Please don't think you can remember this. Give yourself the gift of writing this down. And if you have been on my campus for a while, you know where I'm about to go. Yes, I'm going to go there again and again and again. Because to me, the mirror work is the foundation of all your other growth. Because until you can show up powerfully and whole for yourself, you can never show up powerfully and whole in the world. So let's get you connected with you. So I recommend that you get in the mirror and you complete 3 different sentences. And those 3 different sentences are sentences of healing and release and celebration. So I actually, instead of telling you, I want to show you. I want to bring in a mirror to show you what I did to turn my crawl back into a walk and my walk into a run and to turn my run into a soar. I needed to learn how to release the shackles of anger toward Lisa, shame and blame, regret. I needed to give myself permission to be with me in a healthy way. And I believe that mirror work is one of the most powerful ways you do that. So you're going to complete 3 different sentences. The first sentence, you look at yourself and you complete the sentence, I'm proud that you. But you say your name. Now, first, I want you to look at yourself as if you were your best friend. Because you'll look at your best friend with more compassion, more grace, more ease than what you normally look at yourself with. When you look at yourself, you have judgment, ridicule. You're judging your skin, you're judging your eyes, you're judging your decision. But when you're looking at a friend, wanting a friend to feel connected, then you look at your friend with love. So the first sentence is, I'm proud that you. You say your name. Lisa, I'm proud that you. And the first thing that I could be proud of was simply that I got out of bed that day. Lisa, I'm proud that you got up today. Lisa, I'm proud that you got the courage to get in the mirror again. Lisa, I'm proud that you were healthy enough to step out of the relationship. I know you thought you should have stepped out sooner, but you did step out. Lisa, I'm proud that you had the courage to ask for help. Lisa, I'm proud that you are deciding to be the best version of you. You want to find 7 different endings to be proud of yourself for. 7 different endings. This second sentence, you might not want to do, but it's so important to do. The second sentence is the one that might be the hardest to do, but it's also the most liberating when you do it over and over and over again. The second sentence, you say your name. Lisa, I forgive you for. You want to forgive yourself. You want to cut the shackles. You want to cut the shackles to blame. I forgive you for lowering your bar. I forgive you for allowing lonely to make you compromise. Lisa, I forgive you for staying silent in the suffering. Lisa, I forgive you for forgetting that you are a queen and you deserve a king. Lisa, I forgive you for the guilt that you've been riddled with for the last 6 months. Lisa, I forgive you for allowing your body to not represent how you feel about your health and wellness. The second sentence, I want you to go back and forgive yourself. Say your name each time. I forgive you for. And don't try to edit it. Be honest. It's just you. I normally do this exercise in the bathroom with the water running so that I can be boldly honest. In the last sentence, make a new commitment to yourself. A commitment that you are non-negotiable going to keep. Lisa, I commit to you that today your yes will mean yes. And your no gets to be given when you need to say no. Lisa, I commit to you that I'll put you in front of everyone else today. Lisa, I commit to you that I will love you and have more grace and ease. And every time I hear a negative thought, I won't live there. I'll press stop and I'll give you a more powerful thought. So each sentence, I'm proud that you, I forgive you for, and I commit to you that. 7 different endings on all 3 sentences. I did it for 6 months straight every morning. I recommend you do it for 30 days and then consider continuing if it feels good. This act of mirror work literally turned my crawl back into a walk and my walk into a run and my run ultimately into a soar. Remember that this show is not just a monologue. It's a dialogue. It's a rich, delicious, courageous conversation between a tribe of gladiators and change agents and unicorns. So what was your big aha from this episode? What did you need to hear? Bigger than that, what are you willing to do as a result of this episode? Please leave me a comment below. Matter of fact, I want you to send me a picture. If you decide you're going to take on the mirror work, I want you to send me a picture of you standing next to the mirror, and I'll know what that means. That means you're in. Be sure to subscribe and look out for more amazing, delicious content in the future. After all, this is your home. You probably already can tell. We're your tribe. You might have already known that. And I'm your sister in prosperity and in possibility. And every time I say that I believe in you and I love you, it's not for lack of other words. It's because I do. I'll see you soon.